Hey there, Pisces, and welcome to your week of February 28th, 2022 general tarot reading. Hopefully everything's going good for you. Let's get into this and see what we got for your energy coming into this week. We got the we got the Tower, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know where I was pulling that 8 out of there. But yeah, here we are, your energy. You're looking like there's some sort of a big change coming for you here with that Tower. Maybe you've recently gone through a big change, or you are currently going through one, or about to here very shortly. With the Tower, it's talking about a change that really needs to happen. And I feel like needs to happen for your own satisfaction, right? Because we're looking at that Seven of Pentacles here, and that person really kind of looks dissatisfied with the harvest he's kind of come up here with here. So I feel like maybe things haven't been necessarily working out for you the way you want them to work out, and it's kind of like we need to make a change for our own satisfaction, for our own mental health, for our own sanity here in order to achieve our goals here. That Nine of Cups really, I feel like, is what's important here, because it's about satisfaction and fulfillment, and it's really looking like currently, or maybe recently in the past, you haven't really been satisfied or fulfilled, and we need to make some sort of change here. So let's see what we got for you. Let's see if we can clarify this a little bit. All right, what do we got? What do we got clarifying your energy, Pisces? We got the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands. Yeah, okay. Definitely some stress here. Definitely some banging our head against the wall with that Two of Pentacles. Because the Two of Pentacles represents sort of juggling, kind of like spinning plates and stuff, where we don't want things to hit the ground, but we can't move forward either, right? You're kind of just stationary, just making sure everything's kind of just staying afloat here. With that Ten of Wands, definitely a lot of stress here, a lot of weight of the world on you. But there's a change here for sure, because tens represent completions. And with that Tower here, I feel like this is really you saying, like, we're getting out of here, right? We're done. I'm done being stressed out. I'm done being, kind of afflicted by this. I'm done stuck in this holding pattern, I should say, and I want to move on. And with that Ace of Cups, there's this new beginning here for you, right? We're aiming for that 9. We're aiming for that satisfaction, that fulfillment, but this Ace here is the start, is the beginning, and it's something that's going to work out really well for us here. I feel like you're heading, for instance, for something in a very positive way, something very fulfilling and very helpful for us here. So let's take a look at some challenges you might be facing this week, Pisces, and see what's going on for you here. All right, what do we have for our Pisces? All right, let's take a look. You got the Death card, you got the Queen of Swords, we got the Hierophant here. All right, Death is Scorpio's card, and the Hierophant is Taurus's. So you may have one or both of those signs in your chart, or might be dealing with somebody with those signs in their chart this week as well. The Queen of Swords could also represent any air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So you could be dealing with any of those signs, could be dealing with any sign, as well as it is a general reading. But with Death here, there's definitely a challenge. I feel like for a lot of you, this change that's happening that we're talking about with the Tower, I feel like to get it underway is going to be a little bit of difficulty for you this week with Death, because Death talks about cycles coming to an end. It talks about transitions. It talks about ending one thing and beginning another. So that might be a little bit of trouble for you here. I feel like that Tower maybe for a lot of you is that want for change, that need for change, and we're not necessarily making it here just yet. With the Queen of Swords here, we're looking forward though. Oh, excuse me. Which I really like, that both Death and the Queen of Swords are looking to the future. So I feel like you are, like, even though you are challenged at this time, you are future-minded. You're like, I can't keep this up. I can't keep doing this, right? Which I think is really beautiful, that even in your challenges, you're still goal-oriented. You're still focused on what's going on, right? Even though things are maybe a little tough for you this week. So that's great. Maybe some honesty at this time is what's causing you some troubles here with that Queen of Swords. Maybe you're not being entirely honest with yourself or those around you. You'll hear a lot of people talk about how once they started saying things honestly and truthfully, things started working out better for them. And I think there's a lot to that, because it's kind of like a confidence you're projecting to the world, right? And I feel like that maybe is something you might be dealing with this week, where that's maybe what's holding back from this change, is you're not being open, you're not being honest. Like, maybe this is something you're dealing with that you're not necessarily being vocal about with other people. You're not saying like, oh, I do this or I do that, right? Because maybe you feel like you might get judged by people because of it. Not necessarily that you're ashamed of what you do or anything anything like that, or you want to hide it. It's just it's one of those things, maybe, oh, I just don't tell people because they don't need to know, or I just don't tell people because I'm afraid they're going to say something bad about it or whatever. I don't want to have to sit here and justify why I do something. So maybe you need to kind of take that leap forward and be honest and be truthful and such at this time. And with the Hierophant here, I feel like maybe this is a lesson that needs to be learned for you at this time, because the Hierophant definitely talks about lessons being learned, talks about teaching, talks about being open-minded, paths to learning. So this might be something where you need to learn that being honest and open is the way to go here, is the way to get to where you want to be at this time. So I think that's really beautiful as well. So let's take a look at some clarifiers for your challenges, and then we'll move into your outcome cards here. See what we got for them. So let us take a look for our Pisces here. All right, what do we have for them? Pisces, we got the King of Swords now. Oh, wow. The Chariot and the Three of Cups here. So, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So we have the other water sign popping in with the Chariot here. That's Cancer's card. Oh, excuse me. So you may have Cancer in your chart, might be dealing with Cancer, but Death, that's Scorpio's card, which is the other water sign. So, and of course yourself, Pisces, you are the third water sign in that little trifecta. Speaking of three, we got the Three of Cups here as well. So maybe you want to be checking out those kind of numbers. Maybe 3 means something to you this week. Oh, excuse me again. But the main thing I want to draw attention to is the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords both come out together. And not only that, the King of Swords is clarifying the Queen of Swords, like he's landed on top of her here. And to me, that really represents that at this time, you might be maybe some of you are dealing with a significant other or someone you really click with in your life. And maybe that's the person you need to open up to. Be honest with them, right? Is kind of open up, tell them, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a change for the better. This person that means a lot to you in your life. You need to kind of open up to them and be honest with them, because the King of Swords also talks about honesty, talks about facts and stuff. And the King of Swords would say, why haven't you told this person? And it's like, well, I haven't told them because of this, that, or they don't need to know or whatever. He's like, well, why don't you just tell them, get it out of the air, and then you don't got to worry about it anymore, right? You don't have to experience that stress, that weight of the world on you because you're holding back a secret or holding back some information when you could just tell this person, right? So I love that too. The Chariot is here almost being held back by this too, because the Chariot talks about success. It talks about taking the reins and going for it here. So again, that might feel like a challenge for you at this time. It might feel like you're challenged by the fact that you're not just going out and going for something. You're not just going out and doing it here at this time. Hello, Journey. How are you? Big stretch going on here. Oh my Lord. He's putting his butt in my face. Come here, sir. Over here, please. Thank you. Just keep going a little bit. Thank you. All right. So yeah, with them, it's really talking about with the Chariot. It's talking about like going out, taking the reins, going for it, just doing it. And that really feels like that's a big challenge for you this week. Just going for it. Just telling people, like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to accomplish here. Instead of kind of hiding it in the shadows or just not really mentioning your stuff. Because letting people know, maybe they'll help you out, right? But that Three of Cups represents community coming together. And that doesn't necessarily have to be just your friends and your family, but maybe your coworkers and stuff too. Maybe they'll be all very supportive of you as well at this time. Maybe even more supportive than you originally thought. So let's take a look at some outcome cards for you before we do. If you like this and it's been helping you out, it's been resonating with you, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe to the channel if you really like what I do here, and that way you can find me every week easier and come back and check these out, right, instead of randomly stumbling upon me. So let's see what we got for you here. We got the Two of Wands. We got you coming in with the Moon. That's beautiful. And the Five of Swords. That's awesome. All right. This is really nice. The Two of Wands and the Moon here and the Five of Swords is really telling me that you're heading for a very stable place. Like when this is kind of cleaned up, this is kind of out in the open, you're going to be in a stable place, because then you suddenly don't have to worry about, watching your words or keeping things secret, or what are they going to think of me, right? Now you're in a stable place because everything's out in the open, which is awesome, which frees you to become very powerful. Because when you come up in your own reading, Pisces, if you're new to tarot, that means you're coming in a super strong way, especially when it's your card in particular, and your card is the moon. So that means you're coming in such a powerful way because you have the stability, the solid foundation to go off of, which is awesome because you're going to know your path. You're going to be not going to be getting pulled off by those dogs off the path. You're going to be able to walk forward and be like, all right, let's go. This is where I'm going. This is what I want to do. Let's do this. And that Five of Swords is saying you're going to be able to focus on victory. You're going to be able to focus on achieving things. You're going to be able to focus on this change that you really want to happen. So let's get some clarifiers going. Then we're going to pull out an oracle card and give you your oracle message for this reading. So let's take a look here, Pisces, and see what we got for you. All right. The Ten of Cups, beautiful. Zoldo, the World too. Look at that. And the Seven of Wands, absolutely. Absolutely. That's so beautiful. Ah, that's awesome. The Ten of Cups is your dream life. Your dreams coming true. You're heading towards that. You just need to clear the air here, I think. You just need to get things out in the open, and you're going to have that stability and that power to achieve your dreams, which is awesome. The World, Zoldo, is the card of a big completion, a big time completion in your life. This is going to be something, it's going to be like a huge time, like success, your dreams coming true, you just being able to live an open and honest life, you being able to just tell people this is how it is, this is what I am, right? And with that Seven of Wands, you're going to be able to defend your position. You're going to have the power to defend your position, right? To say like, no, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is me, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not looking to back down. I'm not going to change my ways just because you tell me to. I'm going to be myself. So that's absolutely beautiful, Pisces. Let's look at your outcome, or your outcome cards. Let's look at your oracle card, tie this all off, get you your message out here. I hope this has been helping you out, and I hope this has been resonating with you. So let's see what we got, Pisces. What do we got for you? We got co-create number 40. Let's take a look and see what we can get here for you. All right. Oh, geez, he's going nuts. Co-create. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuition and guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you are aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, when you view your life as art and you know you... All right, I'm having a hard time with this line here. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. And like, I'm amazed here myself by this. Like, we're heading towards your dreams. We're heading towards everything you want to accomplish. I feel like you got to be open to co-creating with spirit at this time, open to, creating your life, creating your dream goals here. Oh, look at this big stretch. Open to that stuff, right? Reach for it, like Journey just did, right? Really go for it and not be ashamed, right? Be open about it and like let people know, just tell them like, hey, I'm Pisces. This is what I do. This is what I love. This is what I believe in. And I'm not ashamed of any of it, no matter what, what kind of mud you want to throw at me. That just means that you want to take me down a peg because you want to be like me. You want to live in freedom. You want to live unashamed of who you are, right? So I hope that helps you out, Pisces. Hope that resonates with you. If you want to help out the channel, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way you can find me in your subscription feed way easier than finding me randomly. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign videos too after this one. Helps out a ton. And I'll see you in the next video.